Hello, it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, and I've got a treat for you today. I am using the Coming Home stamp set for Simple Stamping Saturday, and it's not a Christmas card. It's in fact about as far away from a Christmas card as you can get. It's I'm using one of the stamps that's hardly used. I've seen so many samples using this set, and there is one stamp in particular that seems to get missed, and it's this one, and it's brilliant. So let me show you the card that we're going to make today. And this is it. This is a 17th birthday card for anyone. Could be a young man or a young lady. 17, certainly in the UK, is when you can start learning to drive. So I thought, what better than a good old beetle for a 17th birthday card? And in this case, I have used a red beetle. And I've even stamped, obviously, the envelope because it's Simple Stamping Saturday, and that's what we do. Note card and envelope, they come in a pack of 20 of each, so really inexpensive, great way to get started. And remember that you can do kits or sets of them and put them in our mini pizza boxes because they're the perfect size. So I have already mounted my car stamp, and all I'm going to do is stamp a row of cars across the bottom of my card. Now I've done the two extremes first. That didn't stamp very well. We'll be able to fix that in a moment. So I've done the two extremes. I happen to know that 3 will fit very nicely, but if you do the two extremes, you can then just plonk the other one in the middle rather than worrying about the spacing. So it's a really easy way to do it. That is the main stamping done. I am going to do the stamping for the top at the same time, she says, having put away her memento. Now for the happy 17th birthday, I'm using the Family Party stamp set. This is in the annual catalogue, where the Coming Home is in the mini catalogue. So this is great for, obviously, family parties. So we've got all the numbers. The 6 can be turned upside down to be a 9. We've got the and, st, and th that we need for first, second, third, fourth, etc. We've got pretty much every relation you could think of, and we've even got the in-law element so that we can do relatives by marriage. 2 are wonderful, happy, 4 are special, on you're the best. So there's even a parcel. Right, we're going to do happy 17th birthday, so I'm going to start with the happy, which I have got mounted up on a block here. Now, those of you who know me of old will know that if I put a stamp on a block straight, the chances are I will stamp it crooked. But by putting it on a block crooked, I'm more likely to stamp it straight. So that's happy. Then the 1. And this is where I actually need to be where the camera is, but you know, we'll get there. So there's the 1, the 7, which kind of nuzzles round the 1. There we go. So I'm going to line up the top of the 7 with the top of the 1 and just let the bottom of the 7 drop down below. Right, 17th. So let's put the th in. And this is probably the hardest one to get in place. There we go. And then all we need to do is birthday. And we are done with the stamping. And then we've just got to do the colouring. There we go. So, not perfectly straight, but, you know, it's fine. Right, so for the colouring, I'm using our watercolour pencils, and I've got Real Red and Basic Grey. This is from the first set of watercolour pencils. And all I'm going to do is lay down lots of red and the not very much grey. So I'm going to go all way round. So we're doing the wheel arches. And there's just one more thing we've got to stamp, which is obviously the envelope. So I'll colour in one of these because, you know, I must stop saying, you know. So I'll colour in one because I'm going to colour all of them the same. And it is going to be a bit like watching paint dry otherwise, or painting the Forth Road Bridge. You don't actually need to see me doing all of them. You only really need to see me doing one. But I am laying down a lot of pigment. I am not going to be using a blender pen on it. You could, but I think occasionally not using a blender pen is as good. Right, okay, so for the windows, I'm going on to the windows very, very gently with the basic grey, just so that they're not white, white, white. And that's all I'm going to do. Let me bring that up slowly so as not to get too dizzy with doing it. So there's just a tiny bit of colour in the windows there. And then all we'd need to do to finish it off is fold our card in half and burnish with our bone folder, and that is our card done. But we want to stamp the envelope as well. On the basis I quite often get my envelopes the wrong way up in videos, I'm going to put the flap out. Right, so all I'm going to do is grab my car again and stamp. And I did say that I would show you how to sort out mis-stamping. Well, not mis-stamping, but stamping that didn't go quite as solid as I wanted. So this one here wasn't tremendously well stamped by yours truly. So I've got the basic black Stampin' Right marker, which you can buy individually. And all I'm going to do now, I would do this after I had coloured it. So just fill in where it's not great stamping, and that's it, simple as. So that is our simple version. Let me show you the stepped up versions. So for my slightly more advanced crafter, I've introduced heat embossing with the white embossing powder. This thread is from the Playful Pets combo. You get this and a narrow real red and white ribbon. Real red card, because obviously this is real red, so I've carried the real red over and just wound the twine round. Basic black card base, and I have popped it up with basic black, or indeed black, dimensionals. Then for my more advanced crafter, I have heat embossed on some of the red foil that is in the mini catalogue, which is the red and green foil. So I've heat embossed on that, again with the white embossing powder. Be very, very careful as you heat it, because it suddenly goes and you don't want it to go over, and you don't want to burn the foil. It's not a good look. This is the other ribbon that comes in the Playful Pets combo, and then this is the same sentiment again, on basic black, and I fussy cut round it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. I will try and get it in the photographs. So then I've got basic black matte on a real red layer on a basic black card. So there you go. We've got our quick and easy, stepped up and then stepped up again, and I fussy cut the cars because there isn't actually a die for the cars. But please don't think that your coming home stamp set is just for Christmas. And also remember that a donation for adoption, fostering and infertility charities will be made by Stamping Up for every stamp set that is sold, whether it's sold as a bundle, whether it's sold as the whole suite. But if you buy the stamp set, you are making a donation to charity as well. So what a brilliant thing to do, particularly in the lead up to Christmas. And it's new home, it's Christmas, it's 17th birthday. It's so much more than just Christmas. thank you very much indeed for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!